So I want to get a little bit into your hips today. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is a piriformis or a glute stretch. A piriformis is a muscle that quite often contributes to sciatic pain. So the way that you're actually going to do it is have one leg out straight and then the other leg crossed over. Okay? So having that straight. Now, if you're just joining me, guys, if you've got a loop band handy, free to go and grab that at some point. Okay, so with this other hand, just support it on the floor behind you. And then I use my elbow. You can use your hand, okay? So I use my elbow and I'm kind of pushing my knee this way as I twist my body in the other direction, okay? Good, so feel quite tall and upright. If you're not feeling good stretch, sometimes you might just need to give it a good pull with the hand. That's okay too. So this side's not too bad for me. Just linger there for a little bit. Jane, you're pretty flexible, so you might not get much. You might tuck your foot under and back a little more if you're really flexible, okay? So the more you pull that foot back, the more you'll get, okay? Just give me 10 more seconds of this. Breathe it out, okay? Just really feel like you're pulling that knee up towards your chest. Good, and slowly swap sides. Take that knee straight, the other leg bent, and then pull on that one, okay? As you turn around, okay? Hold it for me. So if you ever do suffer sciatic pain, you want to be doing stuff like this every day, getting into your hips and into your glutes. Another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wonderful. Okay, so the next one, we want to have one foot kind of bent on the angle in front and the other one bent on the angle behind. So if you're familiar with the mermaid stretch in the studio on the reformer, you might know. So I've got my knee at a right angle here and the other foot at a right angle back. Sit tall. Flex your feet a little bit. Yeah. Okay, just flex the toes up. Okay, now sit upright. So for me, I've got my right leg forward. So I'm going to try and press down into my left hip down into the floor. Okay, so if you've got your left leg forward, you're going to press your right hip down into the floor and just try and press and hold that down for me. Okay, and give it some time to stretch and release. This is called a 90-90 stretch. Press down a little bit more. And let's slowly swap sides. Oh, it's a little hard to get out of. Okay, bring in the other feet back, flex your feet. Okay, flex your toes. All right, so right angle here, right angle forward. Okay, now press down into that back hip. Press into it. Pop your other hand on the floor to support you. Okay. Good. So my smoothie this week, of the week, if you don't know me by now, I like my smoothies. Avocado, mint, honey, spinach, water and protein powder. Divine. If you like a creamy smoothie, that's kind of nice. Press down a little more, guys. Don't let it slack off. Give me 10 more seconds. With some ice as well. It's really, really, really nice. Good fats, nice amount of protein to keep you full. Okay, all right, so can we all come up onto our knees? All right, and then take one leg out straight. Okay, So from here, you're going to slide this arm down as you bring your other arm up and over. Okay? All right. So getting into a little bit of a side stretch. Look at you, Jane. So flexible. Okay. Now you could add a flex of the foot here too. Get a little bit of a pull underneath there. Okay. Reach. Good. Now if you can't take your arm overhead, you can always just reach across. Okay. Get a little bit more. You still kind of get a bit of the sides, but more at the back of the shoulders. So a little bit of rotation there. Okay. Otherwise, just hold on the side for me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring yourself in. Take that top, the leg you had out, bring it out to the front. Okay, we're going to go into a hip flexor stretch. So from here, squeeze your bum. Okay, squeeze the glutes. Just doing that, you should obviously feel your hip flexors here. I'm going to hold here for a little bit, and then I'm going to add a variation. Okay, so the variation, if you want it, keep yourself kind of lifted, but rotate your torso towards that back leg. And then if you can, you're going to bring your arms down onto the floor, but still keep your chest kind of lifted. Okay? Otherwise, just stay in the hip flexor stretch. So I'll repeat that again. Okay? So we're in our hip flexor stretch. I'm rotating towards the back leg. Okay? Keep that hip tucked under. All right? Don't lose that as you now come down onto your hands. Okay? So you might feel a little bit through the front as well. I'll get a little bit of inner thigh. Okay? Good. Hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Kneel back upright. Take the opposite leg out nice and straight. Okay. Good. Either across or like this. Okay. So cross this way. Yeah. Flex the foot. Okay. Or reach away. Okay. Whatever your preference is. Both of them are quite nice actually. All right, so hold that stretch. A little longer. Let it give a little more. Reach a little more. Breathe it out. And slowly come up on that. That same leg is going to come forward of the body into your hip flexor stretch. Okay, keep the hips tilted under. Like so. Okay. And you can add the rotation. So I'm going to turn away from you guys. I'm going to turn towards this back leg. Staying fairly tall. I'm then going to drop my hands down into it. And if you didn't feel it on your other side, you might feel it on this one more strongly. Keep going. Breathe it out. So hopefully the hips, the glutes and the sides will feel really, really good. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's come back into our upright knee position. Okay, now when you're in this position, I want kind of like your glutes to switch on, kind of get like that little bit of a pelvic tilt and brace through your hips. Bring your arms just to hold firm here. And probably not you, Sue, but everyone else, like clench your fists to activate your biceps, okay? For you, Sue, you can just have your hands open to reduce the bicep, okay? But all I want you to do is focus on the twist without moving your hips, okay? So taking it across. You've got your glutes on and your tummy's working really hard to rotate. Okay, if you like a little bit of cardio action, make it faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. But go at your own pace. totally up to you. Good. We're going to count now from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Okay, we're going to come back for another round. 2 options here, okay? So the first option is a 4-point kneel. So you may need to be careful on this. I'm going to give you an alternative, okay? All right, grip the mat with the back of your toes and just raise your knees off the mat to hover, okay? So we want to activate thighs and hover. If you don't like the 4-point kneel, you're going to do the lovely thigh stretch, okay? That'll take any weight off your wrists or your arms, and then come back up for me. And you'll just keep repeating. Hold the hover, guys. Hold it for me, okay? So maybe for roughly 30 seconds. Good. And whoever's doing these upright ones, be sure not to arch your back or even sit into it, yeah? Stay tall. Okay, give me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back up, right, on your knees. And we've got another set of our obliques, okay? Stabilize the hips, tuck the hips under, the glutes under, brace, let's go. Choose your pace. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't take the hips with it, they've got to stay still. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, round 2, thighs. I'm going to stay with the hover. You can go into your up thigh stretch otherwise. Okay, so grip with those toes. I'm going to look at the clock. Let's go for 40 seconds, guys. Lift those knees up and hover. Just hover there, okay? If you're doing the thigh stretch, you're just going to move back and forth. You can cross your arms over your chest too if you prefer. Good, keep holding. All right, what's that? 20 seconds down, halfway. You can do it. Hold, hold, hold. Good, 30 seconds down. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Third set coming up, obliques, okay? All right, are we ready? Okay, let's go. We're going to do 30 on this one to finish off. Let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You don't have to go as fast as me. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Shoulders back and down. 19, 20. Give me 10. Power it. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. We've got one more hover. But if you did have a lightweight handy and you wanted to add some intensity, put the lightweight right on your knee bones. Okay, right on the knee bones there. All right. And then go into your hover, lifting that weight up. Okay. Otherwise, without the weight is fine. Okay. So you get a little extra inner thigh action with the weight. It's pretty awesome. Okay. Keep holding. So I'd say about 15 seconds down. Good. Hope you're feeling those thighs, Sue. Squeeze that dumbbell. Great, Sue. Awesome. All right, what are we? So that's okay, 30 seconds now. We're going to take it to 45 if you can. 15 seconds more. All right, 10 seconds more now. Watching the clock. I'm not going to cheat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. Nice work. Well done, guys. Okay, so we're going to lie onto our backs, and if you have a band handy, you can use it to, even the loop band you can use for this, but you don't have to have a band at all. If you don't have a band, just bring your legs up into a hamstring stretch. You can use your loop band to go on top and just pull it like that too. Or you can use your loose band, as always. Okay, and hold the stretch for me. Breathe it out. Remember, there's two ways. So if you've got a straight leg, try to feel like you drive that heel up to the ceiling, really kind of press that knee into it a little more. Or you can do bent knee, slightly bent, and pull it back. Okay. Or you can do both. You can kind of hold the bent knee for 30 seconds, or you can hold the straight leg for the last 30 seconds and hold. Again, remember, with every breath out, you want to try and let it give. And it's not uncommon for you to shake on this one. You have neural pathways that run through your glutes into the back of the legs. Breathe, give it more. Excellent. Now, hold that same leg up and just take it across the body a little bit for me. Okay? Oh, feeling that. Okay? We won't stay for too long on this one. And just try to resist the hip rolling with it too much. A little bit's okay if you're particularly tight. Maybe something like you, Jane, you might push that hip right back. Let's see how you go. Give me 10 more seconds like that. Breathe it out. And as you breathe out, feel the leg lower and give. And come back in. Let's swap legs. Nice work, guys. All right. Choose your version. Drive that heel up to the ceiling. Bend the knee if you prefer. Try that as well. And now with the opposite hand, grab that band and pull the leg over your midline. And breathe it out. Good. Okay, slowly come out of that one and pop the band around your feet into your tabletop position. And you can do this without the band, okay? All right, press one foot away while you keep the other knee still and resist. Bring it back in and alternate, warming up the lower abdominals. Try to breathe out as you extend the leg and breathe in as you come back in. And keep the band kind of wide-ish so that it's not slack. Okay, good. All right, so you can stay with this, or we can add some upper abs by having our arms go over our head as we press out. So lock down those ribs, bring it back in, and then alternate. Okay, and if you can't take your arms over the head, the way you can engage your upper abs is just to have your arms bent out to the side, pressing into the floor. You'll feel the muscles under your rib cage have to lock down. Okay, so you can do that one as well. All right, keep going. Let's maybe do 6 more. 6, 5, 4, so I'm not going super fast. 3, 2, good, and last one. Excellent. Okay, take that band away, just put it to the side. We will use it again. And then we're going to bring our legs up into tabletop. Okay, from here we're going to lower both feet down towards the floor, trying to maintain neutral spine. Only take it to where you can and then bring it back up. If you prefer, put a hand under the lower back, a hand on your tummy, and just feel how it sandwiches the spine and keeps the hip from moving. Keep it nice and stable. Shrink the lower abs. I want to push out and back. All right, coming up to about number 4 or 5, I think. All right, give me 3 more. Pelvic floor on. It's amazing how much that pelvic floor helps if you forgot to put it on. All right, good. Give your knees a quick little hug, stretch your lower back. So we're going to alternate that with a marching bridge. So if you don't like the marching bridge, you can just hold the bridge. So lift the hips up now, engage the glutes at the top. Okay, so we can stay here and hold, or what you can do now is think strong through your right glute, hold your hips still, and bring your left foot to come off the floor and then back down on the floor. Think strong through your left glute now as you take the other leg up and down. So I want to see, keep alternating, minimal twisting of the hips, little gentle core activation, but it's all about that supporting leg on the mat, the glute, the back of the thigh. All right, give me 4 more. Press your shoulders into the mat as well. 2, 3, good, and last one. Just pause at the top, hold for me. Take a breath in now, and as you breathe out, let the ribs come down first, heavy, mid to lower back. Articulate through that spine and rest. Nice work. Bring your legs back up into tabletop. Okay, challenge the double legs by having your elbows bent out to the side. Press the ribs down now and do your leg lowers. And back. So if I was to be really picky, think of what's on the mat, the back of the mat. So the back of your hips, the back of your shoulders. And as you go through this move, the pressure shouldn't really change too much. It all should still stay planted in on the mat. So a little more upper abs now. Give me 3 more. Pelvic floor on. Press the ribs down. 2 and 3. Good work. Quick hug of the knees. Back to our second round of marches. Okay. All right. Lift the hips up. Shoulders pull down away from the ears. Let's count 10 all up. 10, 9. No movement through the hips. 8, 7. Use your abs to help the hips as well. 5. And watch you don't lift your hips too high that you're arching through the back. 3, 2. Good. Lucky last one. Good. Bring yourself to roll the spine down and rest. Okay, so we're going to go back to our little lowers. The next challenge up, if you're up for it, is to have your arms over your head. So actually we'll do it all in sync. So as the feet go to touch the ground, can you bring your arms to reach over the head and then bring it back in? Okay, so those ribs are going to want to flare. Try to lock them down. And breathe, no holding your breath. All right, we're going to finish off strongly. So this is number 4. I'm going to try for 10. See if you can do it. 5. You should be shaking. 6. 7. Getting some nice mobility through your shoulders too, guys. 8. Last 2. Good, and lucky last one. Good, give your knees a quick little hug again, okay? We're going to go back into tabletop and we're going to do our kind of pendulums. So you've done them plenty. I'm just going to turn with my back to you. All right, hands out to the side, legs into tabletop. I'm going to give you lots of versions, starting with both knees all the way to the side. Okay, scoop in the belly button, pull it back into the center with your abs, and then take it to the other side. Pull it back in. So I love this because it gives you a nice spinal movement as well. Now, next level up, hold at the side, take a single leg out and in, bring it back in. Now that single leg is a lower leg, sorry guys. Try the other side, scoop in the belly, take out that bottom leg, back in and center. Next level up is to take both legs out now to the side, scoop in the tummy, back in, recenter, other side, scoop in the belly, particularly as you extend your legs. Okay, so I'm going to stick with a couple more of these ones with the doubles, but then we will provide a further challenge if you're up for it. All right. And kind of resist those shoulders going with the move. They're your anchor point. Good. Keep going. All right, so I'm going to do one more this side. And then if you really want to advance the move, what you will do is straighten both legs up and take it to the side as straight legs. Pause, scoop in that belly. Now use that belly button to pull the legs back to the center and then take it to the other side. That's a little harder to bring it in. All right, 4 more, whichever one you're doing. Not too fast as well. Last 2 now coming up. My legs are shaking. So the trick is kind of pulling that belly button in as you get low and then using it as you come back in. Nice work, guys. Hopefully you got through all of that, felt all that lower tummy area as well. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is I'm going to give, let's a couple floor, okay, and bring one leg up into tabletop, then the other, okay, and then can you straighten one leg and kind of reach the hand behind, okay, and then lift your head up. Can we all do that today? All right, just yell out if you can't. Okay, now straighten your other leg out. Okay, now from here, we're going to swap legs and reach behind the other leg. And then you're going to swap again. Okay, now if you do feel this is too intense, okay, so keep the rib cage holding that torso up, use the upper abs. The other way you can do it is a bent knee, okay? That's not as hard. You can do those, and you can do that with your head down, okay? So if you don't like your head up, that's the easier way. Otherwise, straight legs. So these are called leg pulls. So you kind of want to feel like you're pulling that leg forward. You get a lovely hamstring stretch, but the abdominals are working as well. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your feet down, arms down by your side. Okay, so from here, turn your palms to face in and press the shoulders into the mat quite strongly. Then I kind of want a gentle squeeze of the armpits. So all we're doing is holding the postural muscles at the back of your shoulders, your lats. Squeeze and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so now we're going to go back into what we just did. So you can choose your version. Okay, so if you want to do knee pulls without the lift or with the lift, you can do that. Or straight leg, that's your next one. So choose your version. Now you can kind of do bent kind of knees like that, sort of halfway, but you might as well just bend your knee fully. Okay, good. Point your toes if you're doing straight legs. Pull that leg forward. Use those upper abdominals. Give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay. Palms facing in now for me. Press the shoulders into the mat, squeeze the armpits and hold. So this is what we call an isometric move. We're just letting those muscles grip at the back, upper back, behind the shoulders. Press and hold. Good. Squeeze the armpits gently, not at 200%. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work, guys. We're going to turn the lie face down. Our arms are going to be out to the side like a crucifix, okay? So we're going to get into a little bit of back extension and the muscles between our shoulder blades, okay? So the arms are going to be out here, head down. Okay, make sure your shoulders haven't hitched up to your ears. And the first part we're going to do is just raise your arms to hover off the floor a few inches and hold the arms to hover. Think about the muscles between your shoulder blades leading into your spine, just gripping and holding. Add a little pinch now. Can you squeeze them a little bit, just a little? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest your arms down. Now, not everyone's going to be able to do the next move. I'm going to alternate between 2 moves. So, Sue, be careful. I don't think you'll be able to do this one. So what you can do is just repeat what we just did, okay? For everyone else, I want you now to push yourself up onto your knees, drop your hips, okay? And can we do a little push up, down, and up? We're only going to do 4. Okay, so it is a strong move on your knees. There's a lot of body weight, shoulders away from the ears. Last one, good. And then we're going to come back down to our crucifix, head down, arms out to the side. And raise the arms to just lift and hover. Feeling the muscles between your shoulder blades, that's your main focus. Good. Now from here, feel your tummy shrink and lift away from the mat. Draw the abs on. Then lift the head up, eyes looking down still, just an inch. And we're adding some back extensor muscles here, back spinal muscles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are going to rest. We're going to go into another push-up. For everyone who else can't do the push-up, you're just going to repeat what we just did. All right, are we ready? Tuck the hips under, glutes on, press down and up. Give me 4, 2, 3, 4, come back down. Okay, arms out to the side. All right, the tummy, pull it off the mat. Okay, arms are hovering there. Hold it for me. And then rest. Last round of our push-ups. Okay, so tuck the hips down. You don't want them sticking up in the air, yeah? And you don't want them so low that you're sagging your back. Find that nice middle spot. Squeeze the glutes. Let's go. All right, I'm going to go for 5 on this last round. You can stay with 4, but this is the last round. 3, 4, and 5. Beautiful. Nice work, guys. Okay, so we're going to go back into our crucifix, but I'm going to add a variation. Okay, the arms will be going over the head too, so you might not be able to do it. All right, so let's lift up into our back extension. Okay, from here, without hitching your shoulders, can you bring your elbows to bend at the side? Okay, so you're bending the elbows. And you're going to reach over your head and touch the fingers at the top. Bend the elbows back and then rest. Okay, so just to repeat that, arms out straight, lift up to your back extension. So you could do the bent arm bit, so you can actually bend your arms out and in if you wanted to. Okay, otherwise we're going to bend the arms out, reach the arms up over like a swim stroke, back in, and then rest. We've got 2 more, guys, okay? Up again. Oops, I've got the straight arm into the bent arm. Reach over, bring it back in, arms straight, rest. And I'm hoping you are feeling between your shoulder blades, all right? All those muscles are trying to hold that back extension. And rest. Nice work. Onto a 4-point kneeling, cat and cow. Okay, so the first part, let's dip the back, look up. Okay, now when you're in this position, press the floor out from underneath you. Throw those arms nice and long. Press, press, press up. Good. Now tuck your tailbone under, head down. And you've always got more than what you think, remember, guys, so really tuck that tailbone under. And then again, press your hands into the mat, like you're pushing that floor out from underneath you. Should get you some nice extra depth. And 1 more each direction, bringing it up. Good. And tuck the hips under. Bring it down. Okay, we're going to go lying onto our side and we're going to do some rotator cuff work. So you can do it without anything, okay? So you want to focus on the shoulders, but if it's giving you pain, I'm going to show you something else, okay? So for everyone else, what I'll get you to do, I should have told you to grab a pillow. Just cup your hands like so on your head. Tuck your knees in and then pull your elbows towards your knee. So you should be able to do this part, okay? You can do this one. All right. So from here, take your top elbow to twist and rotate to the side, okay? Now see, if that gives you grief, what you'll do is take your arm out straight and not so much on the angle, okay? So, did you see that, Sue? I'll do it again just in case. All right. So the arm can go just across, but lower, okay? All right, everyone else, make sure you bring your elbow back in, tuck it in towards the knee, and go again, okay? So widen, twist, rotate. Try to lock your knees down, don't let them go with the opening. Breathe it out. Eyes looking towards that back elbow, and bring it back in. Sue, stick with this for now. For everyone else, grab your lightweight or your can of beans, okay, and have your elbow at a right angle on the side. Make sure your shoulder hasn't rolled forward, and let's count 15 rotator cuff, okay? So you could try it without the weight, see how it goes, just be careful. Hopefully in the last week it's gotten better for you. Good. All right, so it's about 5. Let's give me 10 more from here. Don't really grip that weight. The hands should be light on the weight and the shoulders doing all the work. So I think we've got 5 more. Lost count as always, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lucky last one. Okay, swap sides. Do your stretch. Okay. So your elbows reaching for your knees. Reach right down. And then rotate away. Eyes look towards that elbow. Breathe it out. Linger. Bring it back in. And then again, one more before we hit the rotator cuff. Bring it back in. So is this your good arm this side? Yes? Okay, cool. All right. So arm at a right angle, shoulder back and down. Let's go. 15. Light through your hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more. You should be feeling it by now. I am. 3, 2, good. Last one. Nice work, guys. We're going to finish off with the next stretch. Okay, so you can sit up for this one. And we're going to get into the traps. Okay. Sit on one hand. Yeah, pull your bum back while you're there too, actually. Sit right up tall. Okay, all right. So this hand over the top of the scalp and turn to the side. Pull the chin down. You've heard a noise behind you, so there's a slight little tilt back of the ear behind, little rotation. Breathe it out, and as you do, relax that opposite shoulder and let it give. Keep breathing it out. So I've got my left arm holding, but my right shoulder, I want to let that give. I want to let it relax and drop. Okay, slowly come out of that stretch. Now take both arms behind you and do your shoulder stretch if you can. Be careful, Sue. All right, it is more through the front of the shoulder. All right, just hold it there. Good. Get some height to intensify the stretch. So this helps with that whole, trying to touch behind. Okay, sit on your opposite hand. Get on the bony bits again. Over the top of the head, to the side. Tuck the chin down. And then rotate the head a little behind, a little back. Find that trap muscle and breathe. So hopefully you guys got to get out on the weekend, although it was a bit blowy Sunday. Weird day Sunday was. We had a 50th birthday on a rooftop bar getting blown away. It was hilarious. It was so good to be with friends. It was really, really nice. Keep breathing and holding. And then slowly come up and hold. Okay, good. We are done.